Okay, so just gonna quickly run through this rapid game. It was like 80 moves deep, so yeah, 80% over fucking 79 moves, I think it was. Played as a 900. It was a checkmate with a queen and a king in the end. So let's get into it. So opponent just goes forward with queen's pawn. I go 2. May develop on c3. Develop my bishop. So straight away they bring their queen out. So I think, do you know what? If you want to do that, let's just trade queens straight away. So I put my queen there and offered a trade. Accepted. So yeah, we traded and off we went. So develop knight. A castle. They start to push. I push. They develop their bishop, which threatens my pawn. I develop my knights. They develop their knight. I push. They push my bishop. I take. They have now put their bishop in front of their king. So the reason I did this is obviously it looks like it it sacrifices a knight, but actually takes. So it's a knight traded for a bishop. Castles. So I start to push on the H, G, and F, all on the left hand side now, towards where the king is. Bishop out. So knight collected. Got double pawns, which I don't really like, but whatever. So knight there. Can't really push it. So I'll start to push here. They push. I'll take a pawn. They do this. I do this, which they ignore for some reason. They do this. So I now take the bishop and make a queen. I didn't make a queen because I wanted to use it. I just wanted to take the bishop, and I just made the queen for the hell of it. So there you go. It gets taken straight away. I start to push. Opponent takes the bishop. I had not prepared for this at all, so a bit of a blunder on my part here. Now obviously I'm threatening the knight, and if they take mine, I can take with bishop, but they retreat. So what I want to do here is have them take, opening up either H or F file. So yeah, they open up F file, which does leave their rook staring down. So their knight is now pinned to their king. If I can give a check, I can also collect the rook on c1. So yeah, no longer a workable plan. I'm just looking now. Why didn't I? What would that have led to? Okay. Well, I'm looking at it now, and I'm just thinking maybe rook d2 would have been a better move, but anyway. So I went check. Yep, they come down. I took, also winning some tempo on the rook. They move the rook. I bring my rook up so that when I move my knight, it's a discovered check, and I'm hoping to pick up one of the rooks. So they push. There you go. They do that. So now I've put them in check because my knight is covering that e3 square. The king retreats, so now I go there. They take, back and check. So if they take one knight, I'm just going to take with bishop. They did not. So I go here. was that? They took my bishop. I took their rook. They took back and check. They move over. Back and check. They move. So I start to push. Takes. To move over. They start to push. I'll block their pawn from pushing any further. Queen comes down. Check. Obviously, I want to go and take on a4, but they move the king right next to it, so I can't. I think, yeah. So I come up here to try and take on h2 instead. Same story. So I come down. They take my pawn. So I take one of theirs. They take mine. I take theirs. They go there. I'll put them in check. They do this. I start to promote, but then they're making headway, and obviously they've got much shorter distance than I have. So I just decided to sack my rook off because I knew I could promote the queen. So there you go. Sacrifice, and then there you go. So here, I just simply, I was so many moves deep, I couldn't be bothered to make another queen, but obviously it's very easy to do if you want to. Once you've got one queen, it's really easy to do. So you just basically go here, for example, then you go here, and then obviously the king can't go anywhere near the queen or within 1 square of it. So it's basically just like that until you've made your second queen. But I just couldn't be bothered, so I just did it with one. So first of all, check, and then I need to get into that position there, which is knight check position, and then you need to retain that knight check position at all times until they get right up against the edge and have only 2 squares to run, and then you bring your king over. So obviously they're going to take the pawn. Yeah, fine. So then I get that knight check. Okay, so it's very important that you leave 3 squares. 1, 2, and 3. Reason being, there, stalemate, because obviously the king doesn't have anywhere to run because it can't run to h2 because the queen covers it. It literally has nowhere to run. So you must make sure that you leave the king enough. So like this. So just 2 squares basically to bounce up and down. And you're not going to get a draw by repetition because obviously you're working your king over towards, and then mate on 1. What's mate on 1 here then? Okay, yeah. So yeah, but I actually messed it up and somehow, and I had to do it again. There you go. So I had to sort of resume the knight check position, work it over to the side again, and then bring my king in. So yeah, bring my king in and checkmate. So yeah, relatively good analysis for such a high amount of moves. Quite a tough opponent, really. No brilliance, but I got 3 greats, 26 bests, 24 excellence, 18 goods, 1 book, 5 inaccuracies, no mistakes, 1 miss and 1 blunder. a lot of moves and a very long game. But yeah,